What if the secret to wealth wasn't working harder or saving more, but changing your entire approach to money and life? In the Millionaire Fastlane, MJ DeMarco exposes the myths of traditional wealth-building advice and reveals how to achieve financial freedom quickly by leveraging the Fastlane mindset. This is the story of how I transformed my thinking, embraced entrepreneurial opportunities, and started building wealth on my own terms. DeMarco begins by introducing the wealth triad, three paths to financial freedom: the sidewalk, the slow lane, and the fast lane. The sidewalk represents living paycheck to paycheck with little regard for financial security. The slow lane focuses on traditional advice, such as saving diligently and investing in retirement accounts, but it often leads to wealth too late in life. The fast lane, however, emphasizes creating value, scaling opportunities, and building wealth at a rapid pace. I realized that my financial habits closely aligned with the slow lane. While I was saving and following traditional advice, my progress felt painfully slow. DeMarco's contrast between the three paths opened my eyes to the potential of the fast lane approach. By shifting my mindset and prioritizing value creation, I could break free from the limitations of conventional financial wisdom. This chapter taught me that the path to wealth is a choice. By choosing the fast lane, I could start building financial freedom now rather than waiting decades for retirement. DeMarco challenges the traditional model of exchanging time for money, arguing that it inherently limits financial growth. He explains that true wealth requires leveraging systems, automation, and scale to break free from the constraints of trading hours for dollars. I began reflecting on how much of my income was tied to my time. Whether it was working a full-time job or taking on freelance projects, my earning potential was capped by the hours in a day. DeMarco's insights inspired me to think about ways to create scalable income streams, such as developing digital products or building a business that operated independently of my time. This chapter taught me that wealth requires shifting from a linear income model to one that leverages scale and automation. By embracing this mindset, I could begin creating opportunities for exponential growth. At the core of the fast lane is the law of effect ion, which states that the more lives you positively impact, the greater your potential for wealth. DeMarco emphasizes that creating value for others is the foundation of financial success, whether through products, services, or innovations. I started identifying areas where I could create value and solve problems. Whether it was addressing gaps in my industry or brainstorming innovative solutions, I realized that focusing on others' needs was the key to unlocking wealth. DeMarco's stories of entrepreneurs who built empires by helping others inspired me to think beyond my own immediate goals. This chapter reminded me that wealth is a byproduct of value creation. By focusing on serving others and meeting their needs, I could align my efforts with the principles of the fast lane. DeMarco outlines the 5 fast lane commandments, which serve as guidelines for identifying and pursuing fast lane opportunities. Control. Own your systems and income streams. Entry. Choose opportunities with high barriers to entry. Need. Focus on solving pressing problems. Time. Build systems that operate without your constant involvement. Scale. Ensure your ventures can reach a large audience. I began evaluating my current projects and potential opportunities against these commandments. For example, I realized that relying solely on freelance work violated the time and scale commandments. By exploring options like e-commerce or software development, I could align my efforts with the principles of the fast lane. This chapter taught me that successful fast lane ventures adhere to these commandments. By using them as a framework, I could identify and pursue opportunities with greater potential for wealth and freedom. DeMarco emphasizes that the fast lane is not just about financial strategies, but about adopting a mindset that prioritizes action, learning, and resilience. He encourages readers to embrace risk, reject mediocrity, and take responsibility for their success. I began challenging my own limiting beliefs about money and success. Instead of fearing failure, I started viewing it as a necessary step toward growth. I also made a conscious effort to prioritize learning, whether through books, courses, or mentorships, to continuously expand my knowledge and skills. This chapter taught me that the fast lane mindset is a combination of courage, curiosity, and commitment. By cultivating this mindset, I could approach challenges with confidence and perseverance. The internet, DeMarco explains, is one of the greatest tools for creating Fastlane opportunities. From e-commerce to content creation to digital services, the online world offers countless ways to reach large audiences and scale businesses rapidly. I started exploring ways to leverage the internet to create scalable income streams. Whether it was launching a blog, developing an online course, or starting an e-commerce store, I realized that the digital landscape offered unparalleled opportunities for growth. DeMarco's examples of successful online entrepreneurs inspired me to think creatively about how to build my own digital presence. This chapter reminded me that the internet is a powerful equalizer. By harnessing its potential, I could create and scale opportunities that aligned with the Fastlane principles. In the final chapter, DeMarco discusses the ultimate goal of the Fastlane: escaping the rat race and achieving financial freedom. He emphasizes that wealth is not just about money, but about time, choices, and the ability to live life on your terms. I began envisioning what financial freedom would look like for me. It wasn't just about accumulating wealth, but about having the freedom to pursue passions, spend time with loved ones, and contribute to causes I cared about. DeMarco's emphasis on aligning wealth building with personal values resonated deeply, motivating me to stay committed to the Fastlane journey. This chapter taught me that the Fastlane is about more than money. It's about creating a life of purpose and freedom. By staying focused on my goals and embracing the principles of the Fastlane, I could design a life that reflected my values and aspirations. The Millionaire Fastlane taught me that wealth is not about following conventional advice, but about thinking differently, creating value, and leveraging opportunities for exponential growth. By adopting the Fastlane mindset and principles, I began to see the path to financial freedom not as a distant dream, but as an achievable reality. How can you embrace the Fastlane in your own life? Remember, the journey to wealth starts with a choice to think bigger and act boldly.